I hate that talk that North American Championship is like a basic championship. That's like that's
But you
so
know
out of
what?
the win for
You
me.
know what? You just proved the point. Dominic Mysterio is the best heel in wrestling right now. He was the North American champion who gets booed. He got booed at his own wedding, right? So it's like it's
Yo,
one of the things. It's like, so how can you call that title? How can you call that title just like basically like nothing in a sense, right? Where it's a
right.
consolation prize when the best heel in the business, and that's just not just WWE, that the best heel in the business, in the wrestling sport, in the wrestling business, had the title for X amount of time, and he did a duel, right? He brought it to Raw, brought it to SmackDown, right, and NXT, but also circle back to your point where representation and black athletes within the NXT getting the North American title. Honestly, I think that's incredible because you know what? Again, not everybody can be the champion, right?
Right.
And there's only X amount of opportunities, only X amount of belts. So it's like the fact that we're seeing a lot more African American men get opportunities to be a title holder, to see how it looks on them, to see how a run with them would look, and a lot of them has successfully converted to main champions.
Exactly.
Keith Lee had both of the titles. I was there. Like
That's crazy.
I
It's
filmed the
like
match. Like it's one of those things where to me that, but to honestly, everybody that was at Full Sail when we take that night felt that energy in the room when you saw Keith Lee, and then you saw that man hold up both of them titles, and you realize nobody's ever done that before.
right. It's just like it's like the moment, like it's and I get people want more. Like more is coming. Like I remember watching, like I said, Carmelo Hayes. I remember watching him win the North American Championship, and then I'm at home, as bright as day, watching Stand and Deliver, and boom, he's main eventing, wins the belt, and has like the most respectable handshake, and he's literally that is pride. Like that. Listen, that's history in the making.
Yeah,
So even if it takes that belt to make it happen, I'm gonna watch it happen. I don't care what anyone says. Like even like for a second, like Oba being somebody who was that short term in WWE, even though we know he wasn't really short term, but for him to have his heritage behind him, using the fact that he's the Nigerian ruler and all that gimmick stuff. Listen, we feed off of that shit. I make a joke and it's funny. I tweeted my father was watching me watch it because I was like downstairs watching it with the family, and he was like, "Who is this guy? He's big." And I said, "His name is Oba Femi," and he's like, "He's African." And I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, it's Oba Femi is a Nigerian name." He goes, "Oh," and I watched my dad slowly walk past me and sit right on the couch with me. And as we're watching the match, and he won his rematch. My dad goes, "Damn right, who was beating him?" and gets up and leaves. Like for that to even happen, for that to happen, that means something to. Are we on? We are live, experiencing traditional technical difficulties. That's about to become a new spiel. I need to start that. Like having technical difficulties. Like you see right now, I look green, but I'm only green because we're in Stand Deliver season. What's going on, everybody? Live and direct from the studio apartment here in New Jersey. It's of course, yeah, honorary wrestling girl Cianda B, and we are here on Watch What Happens NXT because we're gonna watch what happens on NXT. It's the best. It's the best thing that we could do. Some of you, if you're not already, you're packed, ready, you're tan, you're shaved, you braided your hair, you queued up the cue ball real quick. Yeah, hopefully your hair did, nail did, everything did. Getting ready to head down to the city of brotherly love for Stand and Deliver, and as well WrestleMania weekend. I'm I'm just so overwhelmed, guys. Like, if y'all don't know, I know I'm a little late. I know I'm tardy for the party, but it's my party, one. And two, literally, there's so much packing to do. If you can see like my hallway right now, it is full of my stuff because I have a journey to make. There's things to do, there's content, there's so much to get into. Speaking of things to get into, we're gonna get into NXT real quick. It is live. Um, Actually, I believe it's not live, but I don't read spoilers. Like I said, full disclaimer, I don't do spoilers on the show. I ain't read nothing. I ain't predict nothing. If you follow me on Watch What Happens NXT on Instagram, which you should be doing, I did give a preview of tonight's card. Tonight's card looks really stacked. But my cards are stacked as well because I'm joined in by a very special guest. We're gonna talk all things NXT. From time to time, you can always catch him on True Hill Heat Sports. You can also catch him with me acting a fool. I'm probably like saying his name because I'm trying to discipline him. He can't be tamed. I already realized he has a filter. That's never gonna happen ever in a million years. I don't know why I keep doing it, but like brothers and sisters, I'm gonna just make sure my brother don't act a fool. He's always with me on CWG Fan Club every Wednesday with the 3 best friends that anybody can have. You can also catch him from time to time putting up YouTube videos. You can also catch him normally on Turnbuckle Talk with the Black Wrestling Family. Shout out to the Black Wrestling Podcast every Tuesday, 7:45 on the X in the Spaces. We're gonna run amok. I'm just happy he's here. He's like, listen, I run amok on Fan Club. He said he's gonna run amok up here. So I'm gonna just bring him in before I give you the regular TWG biz night. Brother Justin.
Hello.
What's going on? How are you doing?
I am fantastic. It is officially WrestleMania week. Friend, we've been thinking about this week for months.
Hold on, friend. I didn't give you super cool, low-key intro music real quick. So let me just make sure I give you what you deserve real quick.
Ooh, I get theme music.
There we go.
All that's missing is Jilly from Philly, and then we good.
What the heck is Jilly from Philly?
Jill Scott. You ain't know about Jilly from Philly?
Forgive me. Of course, I know about Jill Scott. However, I'm in wrestle mode, so I be known, but I don't be knowing. That's my fault. Forgive me with the highest of attitudes.
Good.
There's so much going on. Stand Deliver is literally like 4 days away.
Yes, it is.
Before WrestleMania Night 1, you will be in the building. Peace to the chat out there. If you're going to Stand Deliver, Vin, what's going on? He was the first today, so shout out to him because we were supposed to start at 7:30 and everybody else is tardy with me. But so good to see you, Vin. As per usual, Rakarsha, baby girl, hey, how you doing? Matt, I know Matt is ready. Matt been ready. Matt's been ready before we were. Matt been ready. Matt stands for ready. He's been ready with us since they started even announcing the card. So shout out to him. Nick, what's going on, honey? As people start piling in, Justin, everybody's welcoming you, Justin, of course. I hit him with the theme music. I hit him. I hit him with the lo-fi.
Hell yeah.
Because that's the vibe that we're on. The final NXT before Stand and Deliver is on right now. If you're not tuning in, please tune in. There's so much to dive into. I put up the card on Watch What Happens NXT on Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, make sure what you're doing. Like, you're supposed to tell your friends, you're supposed to tell your mom, you're supposed to tell your dad, you're supposed to tell your auntie, you're supposed to tell your creepy uncle that you're supposed to follow Watch What Happens NXT. And not for creepy purposes, but just to make sure they watch an NXT. I did post tonight's card. There's so much going on. Roxanne versus Lyra Roxanne Perez facing off Lyra Valkyria on Supernova Sessions, as you already know too. Metaphor is the official host of Stand Deliver. We also have that semifinal tag team matchup going on. Natty, Miss Natalia Neidhart, decided to show up to NXT, challenging Miss Lola Vice. We're going to get into that while that match is going on. And you basically also have, there's so much going on, but the biggest thing happening, as announced by Sports Illustrated this week, was Mr. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams will be your Stand and Deliver main event. Justin, how we feel about that?
I mean, with all due respect to Ilya Dragunov, there's only one direction that they need to go to for the main event. This is the hottest angle in NXT right now, and really in like a minute, where it's like, this is really like a fiery. And what's interesting is this is giving me Gargano Ciampa vibes, which is oddly enough my first WrestleMania weekend NXT show that I went to back in 2018 for NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Really?
When the main event wasn't the title match either. That was Gargano and Ciampa in a, this ain't even legal. Y'all just gonna beat the shit out of each other. And if Gargano, you win, you're reinstated back into NXT type of shit. But it was like, yeah, two friends, lifelong friends that just need to fuck each other up. We can curse on here, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no filter on
Yeah,
this.
so it's basically two lifelong friends that just need to fuck each other up. And basically, Mello
Good.
and Trick are basically in that same spot, 6 years later, where it's like, with Dragunov, I love what you're doing as champion, but they need a main event.
This needed to steal the show. Absolutely. I feel like this is a generational type feel. A lot of emphasis has been put on making sure this brand is seen past developmental sometimes, but also seen. People didn't take it a lot more seriously. A lot of people have been giving it a lot of crap because it's not your black and gold. But listen, black and gold is like the generations of high school. Like I always appreciate Black and Gold for being on the network and giving me something completely different to look forward to, right? A lot of people will see 2.0 as that way, as like, okay, this is funky. Like they didn't get to experience um WCW vibes. They didn't get to experience old school Vince McMahon, like Saturday night main event. So they try to infiltrate that into um NXT 2.0. And a lot of people are enjoying the Black and Gold. I mean, the yellow and black. I particularly am starting to enjoy it. It's heating up. I love the old mixing in with the new. Listen, if the Good Brothers and LWO and Natty and Yo Mama and Corbin and all them want to come back, let them come back. But look at all the great things they've been doing. So as we get into NXT, the match that's on right now.
It looks like tag team turmoil. I see LWO, yes. Gallows and Anderson, Axiom, and I forget his partner's name.
Nathan Frazier.
Boom.
Yes.
So it looks like a three-way. Pause.
Justin. Okay, I said you can curse on here. I didn't say you can be. You know what? Forget it. We in WrestleMania.
I'm trying not to be flagrant because just like NXT, we are developing. So we gotta develop other ways to say this without being flagrant.
You're like, listen. They're like, you're just gonna work. We gotta work around it and with it. It is what it is.
It's like don't pull a Draymond. It's like enough of the technicals. Don't pull a Draymond.
As far as while they're on commercial running a picture-in-picture, you have right now the Good Brother. Yes, so you have some tags and some more. What do you think about this type of situation? Because you have Nathan Frazier and Axiom who were in the same boat as Baron and Corbin, as far as two people that couldn't stand each other. Listen, they was breaking off foot at NXT Deadline a couple of months ago. Against each other during a pre-show, and they killed it. And I guess they killed it so much they were like, listen, why don't we just become a tag team and call it a day? So that's what you see what's happening over here. And then you have the Good Brothers who they don't have AJ Styles no more. So they're like, all right, we're also gonna go hang out in Florida. And then you have LWO who has been hot. Like every time they show up to NXT, they're literally a human highlight reel. So how do we feel about each team, and who do you think has the potential to possibly take the next level and get to stand and deliver?
So Axiom and Nathan Frazier, we've seen this in NXT from time to time, where you have the odd couple, and especially in WWE too, where you got the odd couple, we're not seeing eye to eye. We go through our wars, and then in the last minute, we're like, you know what? Let's tag up because I kind of rock with you. It gives me the bar vibes. That's exactly how Sheamus and Cesaro started out. Same way, where it's like best of 7. We're kicking each other's ass every match. We're just getting more and more physical. And then afterwards, like, yo, let's just have a beer and kick it. And it's like, yo, I kind of rock with you. Let's actually become a tag team. So I like the direction they're going in. Gallows and Anderson, you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're basically like, if they're an NBA team or like a player, they're like that veteran that you know exactly what you're getting out of them.
Right.
You know their work weight. You know their history. They're not here for a long time. They're here for a good time. So appreciate them while they're there. And LWO, I mean, obviously that's game because I rock with LWO. But I like what they've been doing at NXT. You get to see more freedom. You get to see them really showcase their talents when they go down to NXT versus the main roster where, you know, especially during this Mania season, it's been very bloodline heavy, or it's been, we got to push Bailey Io. So sometimes you don't get that shine. Whereas NXT, every time they've been in NXT, I've been like, yo, Joaquin Wilde, what in the fuck?
Yeah,
why am I just noticing you can do this?
Yo, I say that because it's like I feel like when they get to NXT, they see all these young, vibrant like kids, and they like, you know what, fuck that. We want to show these niggas the hell out. Start stripping off clothes and stuff, and just start showing what they really, really got. And I feel like with that first spot with Joaquin was nuts. Oh, and that was nuts too. Holy shit, that was a great sunset back double black flip, but it didn't get the pin. I feel like
Spanish fly.
yo, that
So,
was amazing.
sorry,
That
I
gives
always pop for
it.
nicely executed Spanish fly.
Would you agree that it's like the I want to say the it sits on the same level as when you're excited about seeing a Canadian destroyer?
I put it higher just because Canadian destroyers, we see them so often that it's just like, all right, cool. Whereas
Ooh,
Spanish flies, it's hard. It's really hard to pull off the timing and execution on the Spanish fly. So when it's done properly, it
right.
looks so fucking cool. Like that
I
should be a
know.
finisher, but then there's obviously you got to coordinate that. You can't really use that as a finisher, but it's such a dope move when done right. Like I put it above the Canadian destroyer. Y'all can have that. Y'all have that.
But like you can have it. Oh, okay, that was smart, Joaquin. I just seen the big man down. What do we think of the
Unless you're
Good
a funky
Brothers?
fan, then you need a Canadian destroyer in bathrooms.
Uh, too early in the conversation.
No, it is not because
Yes,
we
it
are
is.
getting ready for Stand and Deliver. We will be live and direct in Philadelphia, which means we'll be around people, which means deodorant, sunscreen, body lotion,
I
body
have a
soap.
I have a hack. Put Get out the shower. Don't dry off your arms. Leave the water on. Put a scented lotion on wet skin. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It'll change your marital status. I did it this weekend for a date, and the date couldn't leave me alone. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Like, if you want those vibes, do that. Oh, he missed that spot completely. It's okay, Nathan. He injure his. Don't tell me he injured his leg, child. Oh Lord, that did not look clean. Also,
Either you're ahead or
I'm
I'm.
way ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to
So,
say like I just watched Axiom get shoved off, and then the
oh
machine
no,
guns like, let me
no, no,
get
no.
this spot off.
Yeah, and then it. See, look at that. Where was that, Luke? Luke, where? Like, come on, Carl. Where was that at, Carl? And here he come. Here he come, about to fly out of the corner again, child. Look at this. Look at that. Look. Up. See,
My goodness.
trying that new shit. Trying that human highlight rail shit. I'm telling you, this is when I tell you this is literally everybody just in NXT. I guess when they get to NXT, they feel that push, they feel that drive, because this is a great opener.
Ooh, that hurt my chest.
Yeah, God, come on.
You know what it is? It could be the venue too, because you know how like, for example, New Japan, like when they do hit the Tokyo Dome, it's like, yo, it's Tokyo Dome, it's Wrestle Kingdom. We gotta show the fuck out. We can't
Right.
bullshit for this. And not only it's just Wrestle Kingdom, but like people talk about the Tokyo Dome and how it brings shit out. Maybe that's what it is with NXT and this. I was gonna go. Oh, whoa! Actually, it almost went head first into the announce table. That would have been
I think
bad.
their idea was to go chest foot. Ooh, and I ooh. We almost hit the table, child. Lord.
Damn, my boys took the pin, but I like that as Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
It did deserve it. If anything, I think I mean, a lot of people are saying they don't know if this is Braun Breaker's sending away. Um I don't
Yeah,
know.
they do got the tag team titles. Hurt, hurt,
Yeah.
hurt.
The Wolf Dogs. You don't want to call them the Wolf Dogs. So Justin tried to comfort them the last time. I remember roll the clip. He was like, you think I'm gonna give a win to somebody named the Wolf? The Wolf Dogs is cool. It's been cool ever since he said it. And Braun Breaker, he thought about it in the shower. So if he thought about it in the shower, that means he meant business. And look how great it turned out for them. They're wearing matching Adidas tracksuits, even though I gotta come for them both because what's the name was wearing Nike shoes with freaking Adidas tracksuit. Now you know that's a major violation, Braun. I need you to get it together, baby. I'm tired of trying to come for you. Y'all looked good, but you're
Is
not
it a
supposed to.
major violation
Yeah,
though?
you cannot wear Nike sneakers with Adidas on your skin. You
I
can't
want to
wear
see this
Jordans.
unwritten bylaw.
Okay. To me, it's my bylaw.
Yes, I know for fashion purposes why are you crossing brands like that, but at the same time, it's also like, bro, if I'm just throwing on some shit. Like, do I really care? Like, oh my God, Adidas has to go with Adidas.
You
Has to
don't
go
have to
Sometimes
care.
I don't care. I'm in a rush. I'm just throwing on whatever. Boom, let's go.
I care. That's probably why. So it's me then. I guess it's a me thing. To me, it's a major violation. And here they are wearing shirt. They have wolf dog shirts.
Oh shit, here comes
Oh,
fucking Joe Exotic 2.0.
oh, the
Lexus
fucking
King.
fuck him. They have wolf dog shirts. It's a
All right,
wrap.
let's see. If these shirts
All
are
my money
fired,
gone.
I will do a 180 on my viewpoint of the Wolf Dogs.
My money gone. It's okay. So what's Lexus King up to now? If he has a match with Von Wagner, I will be okay with it. They need to be in an unsanctioned match because I just want to see Von Wagner like whoop ass. I don't know. I like Von Wagner. I like what they've done with him. I like that they've given him time to grow. They've tried to rush him in 2.0. I didn't like that. Now he's starting to develop more character, more story. He doesn't just look like a muscle person. So I like where this is going. Real quick, shout out to the chats. Dylan, welcome. Hi, honey. He said Brooke Jensen looks like he's on beauty and be Gaston. Why y'all coming for this boy, Lord?
Because they say that I'm here and we're just coming for next.
Here's Fallon. I love me some Fallon Henley. Yeah, she does her intro. Shout out to the chat. Vaughn, shout out to the chat. Yes. Oh, yeah. We already know. It's King Sean. Look at little Thea Hale changing personas again. Lord have mercy.
Okay, Fallon. This ain't Texas.
Hold on.
This ain't Texas.
Going up against JC Jane. This is exciting to me. Fallon's growing on me. She's one of those 2.0 girls that deserves. I feel like she has a WWE championship in her navigation. I feel.
Oh, I can see that.
I like her. Her personality. She's kind of become this locker room leader. Shout out to Cornell Gunther, who was here last week. Literally spoke about that, how they're one of the last in the 2.0 and how them integrating everybody else's storyline. Sorry, your tag team champions ain't going nowhere. They going home. John Beeper. No.
They don't know about this title run.
I will pair Heyman with Bricker. Oh, 1000%. It depends though on how this story, which we hashtag fuck this story in this because I ain't got time for this. Like last night, he was supposed to get his lick back. He came back half a man and got his ass whooped at Raw, and I was there. Shout out to the family in the chat. Those wrestling girls, my boss, my loves, you can catch them. They're all getting ready for a big WrestleMania weekend. The content is going to be on fire. They're just getting ready. We were all at Raw last night, and homeboy got an ancestral ass whooping with his own belt. So fuck your story. Like
just like a Latino.
And I don't like the fact that you now have entered Seth Rollins into your bullshit when Seth Rollins was supposed to be fresh up against Drew McIntyre. So if Drew McIntyre wins, I'm blaming you. It's all your fault.
It's just like a Latino to get beat with the belt in front of everyone. He's like, I don't care. There's like 20,000 people in this venue. You better get your ass over here.
Nick, let's see. Justin. Let's talk about get into it.
Salute, sir. Nick, but your boy ain't never running a marathon. I drew the line at 10K, but 5K. We getting started with 5K. We're gonna upgrade at some point to a 10K. I respect the fuck out of anyone that runs long distance. 5Ks are not easy to train for. You talk about you gotta put in that work and put it in 3, 4, or 5 miles at least twice a week and whatnot for a 5K, and 5K is like the least distance of the 4. And then you think about an actual whole ass marathon. Like it takes world record guys like 3.5 hours to do like an actual marathon. So like just training for that is just like crazy. But then you actually run it, and you gotta remember, running on pavement is a lot different than running on a treadmill, where everything's nice and confined. The treadmill's made to, give that give while you're running and stuff like that. The temperature is always the same. You out in the elements, you run on pavement, you got adrenaline going, but then it's just like, bro, I salute anyone that runs marathons or half marathons. Even like
It
10Ks aren't
sounds
easy to train for.
tough. It sounds tough. Like I know people who train for 10K. Like I had a friend who for 5 years did the New York City Marathon, and you didn't see her for like a good year. And because like she gave herself like 2 months to clear off, she went sober because of it, but like you don't see them at all. You
Yeah,
just
because it's
don't.
a matter of you got to go in and put those runs in. It's like the same way with like the marathon where people that run marathons, like you got to go get that training in. So even for 5Ks, it's like twice a week I'm running like 4 miles or building up to running 4 miles straight. We still ain't there yet. We're still doing intervals, but little by little,
Jesus
by the end of, I
Christ.
think by the end of this year, I'll be able to run a 5K. Like I'm fairly
Nice.
confident in that.
How has the process been for you mentally going into it? Because we know that it was more than just a run. You've also been trying to really work on yourself, which I always commend you for. Love that about you. You're always so positive with other people. So I'm going to be positive with you. I want to say congratulations because I know it's not easy for you. I was always checking on your mental and everything. So how do we feel after running this 5K?
I feel accomplished. So basically, the 5K was a means to an end, and the end goal is always better health physically, which will lead to the mental and emotional stuff. But I hit a point around mid September where I wasn't really happy where I was physically, and was kind of, I've been on this road of, we start something and then we do well for like 2 3 months, and then something happens in that fourth month where we fumble it, and then we lose all the progress and gain it back and then some. So
Hmm.
like this time around, it was like, all right, we gotta sit down and have a heart to heart with yourself and with God. We're gonna have this conversation. Either you're
You're
gonna
gonna.
stop, either you're gonna stop bullshitting, get this shit in order, stop talking about it, go and do it once and for all, and take it dead ass serious, or this is who you're gonna be and accept everything that comes with that. And I wasn't ready to accept that because I was like, you know, we can still do a lot of things. We're still young enough. So it was sitting down, coming down with a concise plan and treating it just like you would like going to work or eating dinner or sleeping. The gym is just as important as the kitchen, but you got to treat everything, the entire process serious. And I learned to love the process. Even its faults, even our setbacks and stuff like that was all learning experience. And what helps is I've lost a lot of weight before. Like I've lost 90 pounds in a year before. So it's something that isn't new. It's something that family members and close friends have known, like, you can do this. You just gotta just really want it, but stay it. Because you go in modes where you do it for 3 months and then you get off the horse. So this time around was more like I need to really lock in and find things to do to keep me locked in. So training for this 5K helped me stay locked in, especially during the wintertime where it's cold, it's freezing, it's snowing, ain't no one trying to go to the gym. And those are the times where it's like, go harder. You got something to train for. So I gave myself 3.5 months to get ready for this 5K, which was in DC. And it was just little by little. It's like, yo, I can actually throw up more weights in the gym. Yo, I actually just jogged for the first time in years. Yo, I actually just did a 5K of hit rate, and just seeing those progress in the gym. And then the pounds were just flying off. And a lot of it was because I wasn't drinking. We were just like, let's just 86 that shit because it's not going to help me in my goals.
Mm-hmm.
So once the pounds started flying off and I'm seeing the change in the body, it's just like the physical change was leading to the mental change, because now it's just not only is it more confident, but now the emotions are better because it's like I'm seeing progress. I'm feeling progress. Right now, my body is the best it's ever been in like the last 7 years.
Wow.
And I can honestly say this is physically the best I've been in like the last decade, as far as working out consistently, eating clean, drinking clean, learning, stepping out of my comfort zone, learning to do yoga, that type of stuff, stepping out of my comfort zone, doing 5Ks. I'm have another 5K coming up April 20th that I'm training for. And it's just like, bro, it's just like surreal. Surreal. So when I finished that race for the first time, I ain't gonna lie, I shed thug tears for like a good 2 minutes because this was like
Of
we
course.
worked so fucking hard for 3.5 months to get to this moment, and it didn't hit me how important this was until the day before I went to go pick up my packet, because the rock and roll run in DC is it's a pretty big one. It's not like New York City Marathon or Boston Marathon or even LA, but it qualifies for Boston. So you have people that are actually traveling into DC for this specific race. And if the bib numbers are accurate of how many people signed up for this, you're talking about at least 35,000 people. So it's like, oh, this ain't just like we'll do a local 5K. No, this is big. So to complete that and get that medal, man, I had to shed like thug tears because I was just like, you worked so hard for this and you completed it. And the main thing is you completed it.
I'm super proud of you, friend. Like, you have no idea. Like, no idea. I'm not gonna feed you tons of alcohol in Philly, but what I will be doing is just making sure that we celebrating you as well.
I can have a little alcohol. I've had this in mind of like Philly was gonna be like, all right, I'll have one night, maybe a second if you catch me on the right day. Definitely Wale Mania was like, all right, if you're ever gonna get me to where I'm close to drunk, now I don't want to be drunk, but like nice, that's the time to do it. Where I was like, we'll do it then.
Okay. Right now, we're still getting into Fallon Henley versus JCJ. I feel like it's two of the Bad Girls Club. If they were two sides of the Bad Girls Club, this would be the war they always have. You know, in the season where it's like one group of the girls versus the other group of the girls, is what it's giving. But I feel like it's also going to lead to a match at Stand Delivers. There's still enough room on the card for another good match. I feel like 6 of those women specifically. Obviously, it can't be Jasmine because her arm's in a sling. Which, how do you feel about her wrestling for the first time last week? She did a really good job last week. Like she did a Sanzeri kick. I wonder if that's the right one.
Nice dive.
Yeah, man. Okay, Kiana, them boots is cute, baby. Oh.
I'm surprised more women don't dive from like between the bottom rope and second rope than the top one.
Kalani, what you doing in here? You just messed up the flow, girl. Anybody asked you to just back it up, girl? Stop it.
That was your.
And then here you are.
Nah, Nicholas, my God mode moment hasn't come yet. If I'm treating where I am now physically and like my Roman Reigns Tribal Chief era, this is still the wreck everyone and leave. Where I'm beating the shit out of Jey Uso and fall in line or else. Like God mode's gonna be not even next year. God mode's gonna be the year after that, where my body's really close to where I really want it to be. And then we're gonna be like, nah, we fucking bitches up.
Let's see. I wonder what's gonna happen with that match, because ain't no way homegirl gonna take that.
Hold that.
What?
I'm watching the highlights of the match where it like Fallon went out there and was just like, man, eat this, boom, eat that, boom, eat this, boom. I don't care if you're in a sling, I'll punch you out too.
Homegirl was almost in the crosshairs. And Jasmine, like I said, last week she had a match. It was actually pretty good. Her and Thea Hale actually killed it. First time in the ring. Another new sign into NXT. Listen, Sean, keep doing what you're doing. I need to know. I'm questioning your Internet Explorer history, but keep doing what you're doing, honey, because you're doing a great job. These girls don't.
I'm not questioning because some of these ladies is like, I get it.
Listen, you're like, I can't. Obviously, you get it.
I mean, so Jada Parker is. If she wasn't my brother's age, I'd be like, yo.
Oh, she went to Ava.
Shot, but I'm like,
hold on.
Oh, so we just got the GM sitting right there in Gorilla. Okay.
I like a. We gonna have us a tag match, player. Wait, I didn't even do it right. Hold on
a minute, play it.
hold on, play it. We only sell this one way. Fallon, Thea, and Kalani gonna go up against JC, Izzy, and Kiana, and we gonna have us a 6-person tag match, player. Shout out to King Teddy. Always respect.
Uh,
Here's your favorite guy, the Tiger King.
Hell yeah. Carol Baskins did it. I'm fighting Carol Baskins, loser league town match. I'm financially not going to recover from this. Yo, Tiger King was my shit.
Yo, that whole documentary was wild.
Oh my god. Talk about entertainment at the right time. And as soon as I say entertainment at the right time, we get a clip of Roman and Cody.
Listen, let's get into that, because how you gonna come back? I'm still stuck on how he came back halfway and let somebody son him in Brooklyn. Nonetheless, I don't know. I don't care really about Ren Sinclair. She's too new for me to care. Give her some time. Let's see. Yeah, the Bad Girls Club versus the Screamers. Yeah, their screams are pretty loud. I'm not gonna.
If they're gonna be screaming like that during the match, I think I'm just gonna go up to the bar real quick, be like, "Shot me, give me a shot."
Like, I just feel like the girls don't miss. I feel like it's great that they have NXTs where they literally are in. I want to say they have more women's matches than men's matches most of the time, which I enjoy thoroughly, especially as somebody who's a fan of the brand. I also think that it's pretty cool that like the new people get here and there an inkling of what's going on. So it all in all, to me, it's worked out. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's cool because like usually when the girls get that spotlight, they usually deliver. It's very rare when you be like, they ain't hit. Like when they get that spotlight, they kind of kick ass with it. So it's like, give us more of that.
I think like, and it's funny. I feel like I said, you never miss a beat when it comes to the girls a lot of the time, because a lot of them know, let's be real, they know what they're doing. Ain't like they suck. They know what they're doing. Real quick, anything that's interested you about Stand Deliver in the past? Did you attend a Stand Deliver? And if you haven't or you have, what's the most memorable Stand Deliver you have had to date, or moments in Stand Deliver that you remember?
So I've yet to attend Stand Deliver. This will be my first time going. I could have went in Dallas for 38, and I was like, no. But at the same time, NXT wasn't cooking like they are now. They were still, you know what they are is like, how like in sports where a team was like a dynasty, but then those players move on. So now you're in this rebuilding era where there's going to be some hits or misses, and you can't compare it to that dynasty that came before it because that kind of stands alone. You now got to build your own thing, your new thing. And it has its bumps in the roads and stuff like that. That's what I felt like it was 2 years ago when Ziggler was your champion. And you basically had to run back that main event on Raw after Mania, which was basically like, yeah, for those who skipped Stand and Deliver, and we know a lot of you did, we're going to give you this title match again on Raw after Mania, stuff like that. But back then it was an easy decision. It's like, do I really want to go at noon to go watch this card that looked very uninteresting? Or this is my first time in Dallas. I get to go to Jerry's World. Let me fucking tailgate. I've never tailgated at a WrestleMania. So that was a much easier decision then. Now, before the card was announced, I was like, yeah, I'm going to Stand and Deliver. I'm not missing this. This brand has been cooking for over a year. I love everything that they're doing. Even the stuff that's like not hitting for me, I know that there's a direction and a purpose for it.
Right.
Versus back then, it felt too hit or miss. And that's because, you had Mr. Redacted putting his Edward Scissorhands in something that he shouldn't have been putting his hands in.
Listen.
Ooh, that was a double entendre.
Yeah, listen, I can't. No, he's in a box on a show because there's some things that I forgive, but there's also some things that I understand need to be done. It gave you what you have. You're now invested today. Everything is long term. It gave you what you're now invested today. Like I'm starting to. Briggs is starting to grow on me, and they're just doing his reel at the moment. If you're watching NXT, he's really improved. He's not just slinging bars and throwing, Jensen across like he's his own person. He's doing really good. He's somebody that was also an indie darling that got signed, and now he's basically in a title picture that on his own he should have been in from the beginning. I feel like when it comes to NXT and it comes to Stand and Deliver, it's definitely being made much more of a bigger deal this year than any other year. And it's not just that of the wrestlers making it a big deal. It's also the company making it a big deal. Unheard of to have a 6-woman tag match. Normally, what was they had? They had like just the women's match, and that was it. In Dallas, it was just like one women's match, right? And then
I
last
don't even
year,
remember that
it was a
Dallas
ladder.
card.
Yeah, last year it was like just no. The Dallas card was the tag championship and no, I'm wrong. I'm incorrectly wrong. So Texas, I think, was 1, and last year was 2. Because it was the ladder match and then the tag team women's championship match. That shit. Now
last
the
year was
brand,
2.
yeah. Now this brand literally doesn't have a women's tag team, but they're like, all right, let's put 6 of the most charismatic young ladies in the ring together and let them duke it the hell out. Because like you look at that 6-man tag that was just announced, it's nothing but charismatic girls in that bad boy. Yes, and as you don't, like I said, I don't watch spoilers, but I'm in GM mode all the time
She's
when it
got the
comes to this.
hat.
I do
Respect the hat.
respect the hat. Real quick, again, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Cornell. If you have not watched our interview from last week, it was great. It was very insightful. He talked about his time in WWE. He was there for tryouts of some of your favorite people, your favorite current people today who may or may not be involved in WrestleMania this weekend, little stuff. I basically defended him with my whole chest because I was like, I'm tired of people coming for him on Twitter. You can defend yourself. I don't ever worry about you because you just be telling people like go touch grass in the most inappropriate way possible so it hurts their feelings so they don't come back and attack you. But there are people that I love, and the same thing applies with Mr. Cornell that it does with Justin. You got something to say to you talk to me, I talk back. I be throwing cups in the club. I don't care. All right.
Come correct, or I go John Wick. It's that simple. And
it's that simple.
On my Twitter, I don't see a lot of people coming for me like that because, like, yo, I clap back, and there's me clapping back and being nice about it, or I can come for your fucking throat and be very vicious. That's the cancer side of me. I can come out and be like, yo, if I really want to end your shit, I really can. But
it's like
we're grown and we're mature, and I don't want to be pushing people to bad mental states and bad emotional states. Like, no.
Exactly. Yes, Dylan, you're absolutely right. and the gear, and shout out to Black Wrestling, y'all.
Yeah, that gear is fired.
The shirt that they dropped when what was it when Vengeance Day happened? The shirt they dropped is here, and I cannot wait to sport this shirt. I'm obsessed with the art behind it. I believe it was illustrated, created specifically for this shirt. But I'm so excited. Like a homegirl had to go to the mall and buy new sneakers because there's no way I could come looking basic. I had to go to the Puma. Y'all know my go-to's Pumas. I had to go get a Puma pair again, real quick, like to subdue because I don't think y'all ready. Like it's just Stand Deliver to me is so much vibe. NXT has been such a different vibe for me that I just appreciate what it's doing. I even appreciate what they've done with Less is King because Lord of Mercy, that boy needed to be on his own. He needed to be pushed out of them stupid ass varsity jackets. He dodged a fucking bullet, and he's doing really well. So this brand, while we're ushering the new, you have to appreciate the old a lot more, in my opinion, which is what you're getting right now. You're getting a 2.0 person versus somebody who's literally about to who's about to rule the next generation for NXT. As long as they can go, especially going into CW, it's needed.
Yes.
So right now,
speaking of Mania fits and NXT fits, like you saying how you got to go run out and go get your new shoes for your stuff. Me, in my case, since we've lost enough weight, I have so many clothes that I've had just stashed and didn't touch for like 2 years because we couldn't fit into it yet. Now that we fit into it, we fit into it perfect. I'm talking about when I was in Dallas, I bought every single piece of Wale Mania shit that I can now fit into all of it. I have up, down, down shit that I've had stashed that we can now fit into it. I have blacksmith, chalk line stuff that I've had stashed that we can now fit into. So I didn't need to go buy new stuff. I just had to go pull it out and be like, yeah, this fits perfect. This fits perfect. This is a little loose, but that fits. This fits.
We're
So all
finding
my
everything that
fitting
works
is
for
gonna be
you.
like shit I've had for like 2-3 years. That's like, oh, I get to come out and play with this. Y'all ain't ready.
I'm glad. That makes me so happy to hear. Like, we all gonna be looking fresh to death in our new clothes. If you look at me sideways, I'm not paying attention to you. It's just gonna be a vibe. Like, I'm excited because it's my first Wale Mania, and I've heard things and I've had my share of little bit of FOMO. And this year, I'm gonna be causing the FOMO. So I'm just,
This will be my second year at Wall Mania, but my first year being with the cool kids this time. Not saying that sitting down in the general area wasn't cool in Dallas. That was a vibe to itself because I got to meet so many people that I've come across on social media and stuff like that. I get to finally meet for the first time. But like all the cool kids that we all knew were all upstairs chilling in VIP. So this time it's like, nah, you part of the cool kids, come. It's like, ooh, I get to experience it on this side now. This is
oh
gonna
my
be, yeah,
God.
you in for a good time. And that
I'm
lineup,
excited.
oh,
That lineup is sick. Sick. It's gonna be a good
if you're
time.
gonna be in Philly, pull up or have the FOMO and watch the clips on social media the next day because
Oh,
those are the only two ways you're gonna get stuff.
shout out to I forgot the name of the promotion too. If you're not in, I mean, even if you're not into Wally Mania, I mean, I'm promoting Wally Mania because I'm gonna be at Wally Mania. You know, my outfit that says I'm not a whore, but I'm not a virgin either. There
Ooh.
is a wrestling party where they do play theme music. If you're into listening to theme music and partying and drinking, they are having one. And Mark Henry is actually the special guest host of this wrestling party. So if you're into that, I'm gonna drop it in my Watch What Happens NXT stories. Um, Trust me, it's worth the watch. So we're gonna get into backstage business real quick.
Because Ava looks a little busy with one Timothy.
I like the sound of that. And as for tonight, there's extra refs and extra security on hand in case things get out of hand.
Well, with that, I gotta say the trick. Tell your boys we're ready. Because mine will.
What's he gonna say? The trick?
How do we feel about Carmen Petrovic?
Work in progress.
3 months ago, I would listen to her every word. Oh, really? Now?
I feel like they got the girls that are really cooking now, and then you got the next tier that's like on their way up, like a Jada Parker type, and then they got another tier that's like work in progress. Keep an eye out. Like they don't have anyone on their roster that like sucks.
Right.
There's tiers to this. Ooh, Lola. They call her Lola Vice. Lola Vice.
Oh, and she got her pink belt on. Oh, she mean business. She got her black pink belt on.
Oh, you karate. Hi.
But
yeah, the women are cooking to where it's like there's 3 tiers to them, and it's just slot them into tiers. But then, if you're tier 3 and you're still work in progress, you could easily graduate really quickly. Look, case in point, Trick Williams. This time last year, Trick was coming out with Mello, but we were saying, yo, does Mello really need Trick right now? And look where we're at a full year later, where Trick Williams is the most over guy on NXT.
Right.
And it's almost not close.
So you want to think about it too. I'm Dylan. Don't be afraid of me. I don't bite unless you try and bite back.
Unless you went to that, then you gotta pay double.
If you do decide to make that shirt, I don't want none of the profit because that's a y'all thing. I don't want none of that. But wear proudly. That's all I ask. Let's see. Evil. That would cook. And it would be yes, we are live. We are watching NXT. Jacob, welcome to the chat. First time here. Listen, tell your friends, tell your mom I'm on, tell your dad don't tell your daddy, never mind. Don't tell your brother I'm on.
No, tell your daddy. Don't tell your creepy uncle. We don't want no.
No creepy uncle. Tell your
diddlers
brother
around
he's
here.
attractive on. How about that? Speaking of which, I want to go into my favorite stand and deliver.
Oh, school me.
I liked last year's stand deliver.
That was a good one.
I like last year's Stand and Deliver, and it's not. And before y'all say, because of Carmelo, I was a Carmelo Hayes girl. Like, of course, him main event was like my favorite thing to watch in the whole wide world. But it was a great build of card. They were great hosts. I was at the time really, really into Pretty Deadly. I liked them as tag team championships, so it just made sense that they were the host of Stand Deliver because they were razzle dazzle to me. Great matches across the board. Like you had besides that, you had the women's ladder a match which they put again their best women on that card.
That was fun.
That was so much fun to watch. You had a lot of interesting. You had an. I was always pissed off at NXT for not giving the answers. Like Sway, you don't have all the answers. Sway, come on. They didn't give Johnny Gargano the proper send off. So the fact that the person that ruined it for him was with him in an unsanctioned match, love that. I love the Grayson Waller versus Johnny Gargano unsanctioned match. I love that match. It was just like, and then you had Candice LeRae with a kendo stick, always gonna win over me, child. Like it's always gonna win. You also had Wesley.
That North American. You were asking me my favorite Stand and Deliver match. That was it. That North American. You had Wesley. Dragunov was in that shit. Like that was loaded and they fucking delivered where it was like, yo, I haven't seen a North American match that fucking good since I was in the building for TakeOver New Orleans for that North American ladder match where you had Ricochet, He Will Shall Not Be Named, Adam Cole, and that was from start to end just like, what are we watching? And you put this on first?
Yeah. But they knew what they were doing when they put that on first. They knew what they were doing when they put the women's matches on first. Everything was just smart and strategic to a point where a lot of people after Dallas Stand Deliver, I remember that's when people first started talking about watching TV PLEs. Real quick, we're gonna pause that because my homegirl is on. My favorite pageant queen winner is on. She's now picked up some. So all of you asking where Ren Sinclair has been, she's been involving herself in this angle.
I thought pageants were about being true to who you are and not trying to change to fit into a beauty standard box. Ren, are you
that dude works for her?
That I'm going to change Georgina for the worst? Kinda. I am baffled, astonished, and appalled. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. But those are fighting words, Miss Sinclair. What? Here I am, trying to make the world a better place, and you, I just can't even believe it. I'm texting Georgina right now because these dresses are going to have to wait.
And she took the whole rack with her. Son.
All she had to do was just say, bitch. Oh, no, that's Natty's thing.
For all y'all asking when Ren Sinclair has been, this is where she's been, and now she done pissed the queen, the pageant queen off. So now she said, those are fighting words. You're testing my intentions, which everybody has been doing, child. Because why are you calling Gigi Dolan? Why? What are you doing? Real quick before Carmen Petrovic and Low Device go on. Just see your comments. Trick is over is not over on NXT though. He's over. Period. Oh, especially that he's attending like battle. What does he attend? What did he just attend? That Battle Slam thing, the rap on YouTube. He bought some of the rappers with him in NXT, which I thought was also pretty good. Yeah, just
your guess is my guess.
There you go, Dylan. There's Ren Sinclair. What else we got going on in the chat? Any possible updates on Keith Lee Chang? He's been training to be back in the ring. We don't know when he's gonna be back.
The fact that he'll be back is just progress. I just remember he put that video of like, yep, I'm back in the ring getting ready. He's like, oh, you're ahead of schedule? What? Like, WWE, what's in the water that like your people who have serious injuries are like ahead of schedule? Because I'm seeing Charlotte Flair running, and I'm just like, yo, didn't you just tear like multiple ligaments in your knee? What the hell? They're not you.
Let's see. And no, you even see what's her name been in the gym almost every goddamn day since she got injured. Cora Jade.
Mm-hmm. I think the Judgment Day are
Let's
still going to
see.
be together or turn each other. I think
Oh
it's
hell no,
coming
they turned against each other.
soon.
It
It's
needs to
coming
happen.
soon.
If Damian Priest is gonna cash out in that Money in the Bank, it's gonna happen sooner than later. Oh, that was a nice pickup. I see what you mean when you say work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. But Jacob, they've been teasing the dissension between Rhea and Damian for like a minute, and now you have dissension between Damian and Dom. Not to mention, Priest still has that briefcase, and we still got what 2-3 months before he really has to cash that in. I personally think, exclusive. I think he's gonna do it this weekend.
Dylan, how you gonna come for my neck like that, bro? It was a joke.
I mean, because Nikita Lyons stays getting injured.
No, remember when I tweeted that thing that when she first came out during the breakout tournament, and I was like, "How she do Nikita Lyons gimmick better than Nikita?" This
I
homegirl is actually like
mean,
a black belt and crying, and
I
Nikita Lyons is
mean,
not.
Yam Yam can do some things, and she can't get up like that. She can't let them legs fly like Lola. The yams be like, hold on a minute, player.
No slander. I think Nikita Lyons is a beautiful woman, very beautiful. It was very clear that she's making what she's doing work. I need her to either be a singing gimmick or karate girl gimmick. I know I wasn't wrong, but
All right,
just
all
like
jokes
my fair
aside,
assessment.
like her work rate type of things that she wants to do in the ring, I don't think her body's gonna let her do that. So I think she's got to switch up the
Exactly.
style.
That was a nice switch up for Karma Petrovic, but I want to see how this match ends.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
Carmen.
Okay, girl. Oh, all right. Kick 1, kick 2. All right. Kick 3. All right.
Okay.
Come on. Get fired up, girl.
She said, "Hiya."
Okay.
You got my
Nice.
attention
I
in a
like
good
that.
way.
Oh, I like that, but it's not going to be enough. Nope. That was a nice one. Yeah.
They're being physical in this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, put the two of them in a. Oh, damn.
She ain't about to do that. Yep,
She's gonna do it. Of course she is. Watch. Because this is what we love Carmen, but this is what we really care about. We care about Lola making that type of. Look at that as a submission specialist already. I love that. That was such a smack in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And she rang the bell.
twist. Culito, culito. I like that. That was a fun match. That sharpshooter pretty good.
I wish she had a match with Sand Deliver because I'd be in the crowd like, hey.
Yo, Natty's checking on Carmen while Lola's still like and ass. Yo.
She was like I like it. I'm sorry.
You gonna get the schoolie.
All right, like Supernova Sessions is coming up.
But see, that's what we were talking about with NXT, where it's like we'll just throw our women out there, no rhyme, no reason, let them cook. That was fun.
What do we think of Lyra Valkyria?
I like her, but not as champion. It's not the title reign's not hitting for me.
Really?
Then again, I rock with Roxanne. But yeah, Lyra's kind of like solid, but not spectacular. And maybe I'm spoiled because when you go through that lineage of NXT women's champions, we not only did we ate, we feasted. Yeah. We were eating great.
But you have to give credit where it's due. They needed and what's the name just literally pointed it out. We'll get back to that in a second, Jacob, because we are on a commercial break. What's the name just pointed out, like on NXT UK, she got to shine a lot more, so much more. I think that what happened was they were trying to take the best out of UK, and they were so focused on Demandem that they didn't give the women that much focus. Rhea was it. It was Rhea, and it was Kylie Ray. It was Rhea, and that was about it. Like they didn't really give that much of a mental focus, or and of course Isla Dawn. Now they didn't give them that much of a focus, and Lyra was kind of like the last of them, and so was Blair Davenport, which is why Blair Davenport is down at NXT now, and so is Lyra Valkyria. They gave them that focus. So when you think about the people they gave focus, look at where Rhea has been. But they've kind of pulled Rhea and pushed her so far into the stratosphere that you're like, all right, well, we care about her. You're gonna have to find a way to make us care about anybody else. And then that's where Lyra's like slow reign to fortuity kind of came in, because when NXT was ending, she was injured. So she didn't get that. She didn't get that last hurrah. The last hurrah you would have saw out of the Ilya Dragunov, or the last hurrah we had for Wolfgang and Mark Coffey when they were in UK. They got their proper send off. Pretty Deadly, same thing. Even Josh Briggs, a lot of people got the proper send off. She was not one of them. So this is to make up for that send off. But a lot of people are also like, we have a Becky Lynch. Why do we need you? But from what I see, she's somebody who can hold a character very well and hold a fighting champion character very well. And what person off the top of your head also held that character that people were invested in?
Wouldn't it be Becky?
Exactly.
Is that not like the easy comparison? It's just something with Lyra's missing for me. But I can see the hype, but it's just like
she got to do more in UK. And she was appreciated more in UK.
Maybe because I didn't watch a lot of UK. So it's also a lot of unfamiliarity with that. And it could be like what you said perfectly, where it's like with Rhea, you could tell they were invested in her. They pushed her. They switched up the gimmick, stuck with her when Charlotte cooled her off. And like, you saw the progression with Rhea. And it's like, I missed a lot of steps with Lyra. So coming in like a little inexperienced, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I could see what people will like about it, but there's something missing there. Maybe I got to go back and watch the NXT UK stuff and then be like, oh, so this, it's almost like when you see Candice LeRae now, but then everyone talks about the Candice LeRae that's been in the indies and how vicious and violent and this and that. And it's like, so I got to do my homework on this person, even though I'm not getting this here now. Exactly.
And I feel like for me, it's more like okay, well, we get that this person used to be like this, but I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't care. I just don't. I'm willing to see what's going on now. Listen, UK was a great time. It gave the British people what they deserved, which I felt like they always deserved to have a live recurring show from WWE happen, and it did just that. That's fine. But at the same time, like, UK is done. And they've obviously made their choice in taking the best of the best. Like right now, we're watching the segment with Ilya meeting up with the family again, and he's one of the best. Like the man that literally ended an historic reign for Walter is now your NXT UK champion. Well deserved. I just think that UK is done. Let's leave it where it was. If you want to watch it again, watch it on Peacock, but just leave it where it's at, in my opinion. So I'm gonna turn this segment up.
Yes, because we love Dragunov in this household. That man has earned my full respect.
Why is he going to a shady warehouse?
It's giving Sopranos vibes.
You're not a Russian mob boss. Jesus Christ. You are the Czar. Not the nail gun show.
Okay. Got a nice belt.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
That's all I'm thinking in my head. Woke up this morning.
Okay. I love the family. I'm sorry. I love them. This is the kind of sit down you want to see.
These are some well-dressed individuals, champion and challenger. I like the suits.
To be continued. All right, if you're watching NXT, turn into Supernova Sessions with your new Stand and Deliver host. Yes, it's Dylan's favorite time. Dylan love him some Miss Jackson. We're gonna get into your questions sooner than later after Supernova Sessions, but we're gonna let it turn up. Never so many fedoras in one room. What?
Oh, my brother.
That's right, we're your hostess with the mostest. The biggest stand and deliver of all time. Needed the brightest stars of the galaxy, okay?
Correct, as always, because that's us. Now, tonight's business, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first guest, Roxanne Perez.
Yes, Lord. The prodigy.
Not him trying to sing Sting, child. I'm dead.
Roxanne. All right, well, hopes that copyrights.
Okay, there you go. Booker T just sticking up for his babies. Lord. Pablo, what do you think? Pablo said that Roxanne needed to kick Booker T in the back of the head and wipe the candy off the table in order to believe the healing.
I mean, she should, but then Booker's gonna go, shuggy ducky quack quack. And we're gonna be like, God damn it, you missed the point of that.
Ooh. She's smacking that gum and wearing that red lipstick. She said, I don't care, bring her out here.
Yeah, see, the Latina's coming out real quick.
I wonder, I know I'm like you. I wonder what is missing.
Yeah, because on first glance, it's like everyone else that's across from her is like cooler. And with her, it's like, something missing.
She was supposed to have this allure, and she doesn't have that allure. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, there's no allure to her in this presentation. It's kind of like, it's cool, but it's like,
Saturday, I can't wait for Saturday. That's the day I get back the title that I never lost. Here we go. Just stop, okay? Just stop. I am so sick of this. I am so sick of hearing you say the same damn thing over and over and over again.
then do something about it.
Do you want to know why you're
Something
not
is.
NXT Women's Champion? Why, Lara? Because the title was taken from me? Indy Hartwell climbed a ladder faster than you.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's what happened.
You had the opportunity to regain your title and you failed. Oh, but that wasn't your fault. You didn't blame yourself for that, Roxanne, did you? You blamed Indy. Oh, how about Vengeance Day, our match? Oh, you lost that one. But that wasn't your fault either, was it? No, you blamed Lola Vice for that one because she cashed in her breakout tournament contract. Oh. No.
Lyra, you got one more, and I'm giving you a yellow card.
So kind of like when you won the title to begin with. Sudden, unexpected, and shocking. Oh, but it's not okay when Lola does it, but it's fine for Roxanne, am I right?
We just called her semi-boring. She ain't semi-boring no more.
You know me because you don't, okay? You've been riding high as the #1 woman in NXT for the past 6 months. You don't know what it's like to lose that championship. But come Saturday, I'll make sure you do. I'm gonna knock you off your high horse and watch you fall all the way down. And then we'll see how good your moral compass really is. You're gonna find out that a champion is made not after you win the title, but after you lose it. I'm a whole new Roxanne Perez, Lyra. And at Vengeance Day, I probably could have never snapped your arm the way I did a few weeks ago. I didn't have it in me. But now I do. Now I do. And the funny thing is that you think all of this broke me. You think losing the championship broke me, but no. It only made me dangerous. Dangerous. Okay, I'm still hearing
rebuttal.
Your title. I don't remember it being your title when Tiffany Stratton was wearing it. You damn as sure hell words and called it your title when Becky was champion. Oh, but I'm sure you've got plenty of excuses lined up for those. Let's hear some. Actually, no. Save it. Stand and Deliver is gonna be a fight. Biggest show of the year. Biggest show of the year. And you want to know the difference between me and you? While I win, all you do is bitch.
Yo, metaphor is my favorite. You throw the yellow card, Justin?
Yellow card. You got one more. You got one more, Lyra, and I'm sending you to the showers. Don't take that a dirty way. Yeah, right now I'm Noam with the pillow.
Yo, Noam don't know what to do on his own show. Look, the last what's the name? Jakar know what time it is. They done left. They done got back.
They're like behind the couch. Oh, Roxanne said you don't respect your jaw.
Oh shit.
Damn, Lyra said, I heard you like tables. Well, table for one, bitch.
Lyra, damn. She just laid out her opponent on the Go Home show.
Taste the rainbow.
It ain't looking good. Well,
Well,
you already know how.
Does WWE logic apply to NXT logic?
We don't know. We're gonna find out this Saturday now, won't we? Yes, that was an attitude adjustment. That was a clean ass attitude adjustment, nonetheless.
That was I guess clean. Lyra's like, oh, Jay, you're not a believer? Watch what I'm about to do to your girl. And I was like, okay, you got my attention. Let's see if you can keep it. But you got my attention.
You said Dylan, let me find out you got a crush.
Lyra's like, she can get.
Let me find out, Dylan. We're gonna talk. What else? Yes, thank you, the GFI King, Dylan. Shout out to you, baby. What's going on? Welcome. That was a clean ad, like I said. There's a murder on the dance floor.
Oh, Nicholas, we all holding out for Jada.
Miss Parker.
Then again, she can whoop some ass. So I don't know if I want that type of smoke. I'm correct.
I'm into Dijak lately.
I've been telling people, I've been saying this for months. If you've ever seen the movie Cobra, Marion Cobretti, Sylvester Stallone when he was married to Bridget freaking Nielsen, that is Dijak. That is Dijak Cobretti to the goddamn T. Cobra, a bad but highly entertaining movie.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. He got them beads. Oh boy. Someone about to get in the ass.
Look, they're even doing the WWE camera at NXT because look at this man. I cannot wait. You know, I can't wait for Stand Deliver. Do you know
this is gonna go up in Philly. Yo, deadass, I'd let this fucking open the show. Imagine if you got that
I would.
fucking
They
triple
need to.
threat
This
right out the gate.
needs. Yes, Lyra laid her out. Lyra growing on me. I like her. I don't care. I've said that before. She's growing on me. She's really look at me.
And another thing that I'll put Dijak over, I've seen him wrestle in person a couple times. Bro, he's a fun watch when you watch him live. You'd be like, as big, you're fucking the same, almost the same height as Randy Orton, but how fucking athletic Dijak is wild. It's like Randy Orton and Ricochet had a baby and called it Dijak.
You just got that in there. I like it. Yo, and you know what's crazy? I just told somebody last night, somebody had bring back Dijak in the Raw audience. Like, he's getting noticed. Listen, sometimes
He deserves a do-over for fucking Retribution.
He does. That was stupid. And now that it's not what's his name's company no more.
He shall be in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I did there?
My favorite match is him and Keith Lee. Will always be him and Keith Lee.
I mean, they could have a best of Infinity.
Him and the War Games match.
Him and Keith Lee is like Dijak and Gunther. I mean, not Dijak. Yeah, Dragunov and Gunther. It was like, you can give us 100 of these, and we'd be like, yes, please, every single time.
I feel like can run it again, sir. So I don't know. Let's see. Dijak has been on the. Remember,
yeah, like Dijak can wrestle. I think it was the character part that was missing, but now he's got it with this and this look. It's like, bro, it's a matter of time before he gets called back up.
You know what's crazy? I just think that in my fair assessment, Retribution should be in the box as well, because I'm pretty sure he's.
I want to forget that, and I feel bad for everyone that was involved with that. But
Mia Yim needs a retribution from that, and needs a retribution from everything. She needs to come back, even from the AJ Styles situation. Now, like, get her out of there, Trips. Sorry.
Can we just get back Mia Yim? Like, Michin? Oh, there's probably a reason
Michin
for Michin.
works.
I believe she's explained Michin, so I'm gonna let that go. But it's just like Mia Yim was just better, smoother. But yeah, get her away from AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson. It's like, we tried it. It was cool for a minute, but let's switch it up.
So right now, the card is pretty much made, in my opinion. Name a match off of this Stand Deliver card that you're interested in seeing.
This one coming up?
The triple threat for the North American Championship?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to everything on this card for different reasons. Even the stuff that just got added. I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes. Obviously, we're all going to say Trick and Mello. I want to see Tony D'Angelo in Deep Waters, because now it's like, bro, Dragunov has had bangers during this title run. You're getting a Dragunov match, and the cool thing about a Dragunov match is he makes people wrestle his style, where it's like, bro, I'm going to fuck you up. And it's either you're going to handle that well or not handle that well. It's very Brock Lesnar vibes, where Brock was the same way, where it's like, I'm going to beat your ass, and either you handle it or you don't. So we're going to see, for real, if Tony D'Angelo and the family can really handle the spotlight, or are you better taking a step back and letting the Dragunovs and the Tricks and the Mellows take front and center stage. And then, you know, if Tony, I don't think Tony's winning that title, but if he has a good showing, that can elevate him and the family. Otherwise, we're all going to be like, when we getting Dragunov Trick? When, where, I will fly in for that.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? I think that a lot of the times, we don't give some of these matches the champs that they deserve until later on. We really don't. I don't know why. I feel like we should a whole lot more.
WWE having Meek Mill, Lil Wayne come a long way from it. Well, Will, it's very simple, because you have a change at leadership. And Hunter is much more tapped into what's going on and what's cool right now versus the previous regime where he was very out of touch.
What do you mean?
So even though he was out stay in the box, aka Mr. Redacted, his highs are very high, but his lows are very low. And like the last couple of years under his regime, it's been a lot more lows than highs. Whereas Trips has always been kind of like at the forefront of like kind of keeping in tune with like this is kind of what the kids like. This is kind of what people are gravitating to. Even look at like the takeovers and stuff like that with the presentation, the live bands and stuff like that. So having like a Meek Mill and Lil Wayne is like, yeah, hip hop is cool. People want to be rappers. Women love to date rappers. No one's checking for Kid Rock in 2024, but Meek being in Philly, that was a layup. He could have got Beanie Siegel, he could have got Freeway. That would have easily been a layup. Lil Wayne, that's a humongous name. And also, wrestling is cool again. You got Cardi B that's coming out and be like, yo, I used to watch during the Attitude Era. Eddie Guerrero was one of my favorites. You have other, what was it? Kat Dennings was another one before wrestling Twitter scared her off. But like, now you have actual A-listers coming out and be like, yeah, wrestling's cool again. It's popping. So for Trips to kind of recognize that and go with it, makes sense versus the other one would be like, here's MGK. And it's like, why? we didn't ask for MGK. Return to sender, please.
I can't. Full disclaimer, I just banned 2 people because I'm just not having it tonight. I'm not in the mood. You're not gonna ruin anything for me. I'm a chick. I whoop your ass. So just had to ban 2 people. Thank you. Don't come again. But just gonna put that full disclaimer out there. But I fully agree with you, Justin, on that note. There's a sense of just let things cook. And I always say this, like, just let the shit cook. Like let it cook. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Let it cook. Once you let it cook, you let it simmer, and then you wait for the food to cool, and you serve the food. People will enjoy the food. Just like I'm going to enjoy this. Why Joe? What do you think about Joe Gacy right now?
A wrestling hillbilly. It looks like someone I've come across in West Virginia. But all right, all jokes aside, he has his moments. He's not my cup of tea, but like he has his moments that's like, all right, you got me paying attention to this, or okay, that was real cool. But Oba's that dude. Yeah, I be joking about the beads, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it to his face because he will legitimately fuck me up. At the same time, like, I like his presentation, I like his work rate, and he's just getting started, man. Oba's like, bro, they got one here. Joe's kind of like, that's cool. In a way, he gives me like Karrion Kross diet version.
Did you say diet version?
Yes. The 5-calorie version of Karrion Kross.
Why he gonna be?
Because look at how he's dressed right now. Does that not look like Karrion Kross with like maybe 15 pounds more?
Trying to be nice, Justin. We can't. This is why we can't have nice things, man.
Sometimes we got to be honest because then honesty can lead to progression. Progression can lead to what? Elevation. Sometimes you got to be honest and be like, bro, this ain't hitting. Switch it up. Or in Joe's case, it's just like, it's just not for me. It's not my cup of tea.
Well,
Yeah, like he's put on a solid match with Oba. I just want to watch Oba beat the fuck out of him, though.
But that's what it's given now, because before all the Oba's matches were looking like that. Like, you come out here and I'm gonna fuck you up. Now it's actually given offense, which Joe has put on. It gave offense with Lexus King, which is smart to do because you don't like. We've had enough ass whipping. We've had enough bunch of ass whipping, tall, big, beefy men in the ring. Like, but they gotta have some goddamn offense. Like, Brock Lesnar was that. You knew he was an ass whooping machine, but also he moved like a running back.
Brock Lesnar is superhuman. For
Right.
someone his size to move that fast is
And
legitimately
even
frightening.
every time Joe Gacy does that, I love when he does that. Like even somebody of his size that you wouldn't expect for him to do it, but he just does it so clean. Even though again, Oba's like tossing his ass to God damn.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just want to watch someone beat bitches up. Word to Coral. If you know, you know.
Just crazy. Shout out to my brother in the chat.
Yep.
Here. Oba Femi just won, Peter. If you have to have one word to describe Oba, I need it in the chat right now, bro.
One word to describe Oba.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket.
Rocket shift. Yeah. Oh, Tatum, where you been, girl? You late. When girl was laying how?
And I have to tap into a different side of myself to deal with her, okay? Yeah, but that's not you. I know you. You're the champion. Tatum, I don't have time for your theories or feedback. Maybe you're right, but I'm willing to do anything to keep this at stand and deliver, okay? Even if it means not being like myself.
Okay, but why does she have a feather?
She's had that feather forever, child. Like,
okay.
She's had that feather ever since she started following old girl. She found it in the parking lot. Has been holding on to it. Let's see. No, please don't. I don't want to. And on the cusp of everything that's going on, I would like for him not to be that. There's more opportunity for him to grow. He could be creepy and insane without having to be a past character. Like I don't think he fits into a Uncle Howdy. I feel like Uncle Howdy is Uncle Howdy. I feel like there's only one person that could do Uncle Howdy who did a phenomenal job doing it, and that's of course the person behind the mask. We don't know who it is. I always preferred never to know who it was, to be honest. But I feel like that person it's reserved for that person alone, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to get compared to Bray. Like, I want to let that breathe because Bray was just so unique and had a connection with people that's like, we ain't gonna shake that passing for a while. So it's kind of like, if you want Gacy to really take off, don't put that label on him.
Let's see. What do you think about this comment?
I mean, I agree with that. It's like, what the hell does the Weeknd have on WWE? It's like 4 straight years we get the Weeknd.
Yo, his whole album.
There's so many other talented people.
His whole After Dawn album, literally, and I mean literally, it's been every single WrestleMania theme song. What was the song that he has that they did last year for LA? That did not fit LA.
Yeah, the only one I like was obviously 36 because 36 was Blinding Lights, and Blinding Lights is a fucking jam.
Sacrifice was good.
Sacrifice was
fit
solid.
very well. But
this year, I'll throw Bail because
Less Than Zero meant nothing. If they had did Gasoline for last year because it was LA, I would have appreciated it a lot more because Gasoline is literally LA, fast paced, highways, Mulholland Drive. Literally the Weeknd wrote Gasoline about parties in LA. Like it's 5 a.m. my time again, and you can see that I'm in pain. The LA scene closes at 5 o'clock in the morning. So obviously you would think they would use it for LA, but whatever they're using for Philly, douche gotta do,
It's all good because at the end of the day, what we really wanted, we're getting with Meek Mill. Because we've been said the second they announced Philly for 40, what do we say? That's better be dreams and nightmares. And we might actually get that. And we'd be like, yeah, the Weeknd could have, well, here's the theme, but it's like that ain't the damn thing. If Meek does Dreams and Nightmares, that's the theme, because we've been calling for that for a year. As soon as Philly got announced, it's like it's either Meek Mill or Beanie Siegel or go get Freeway and PD Crack and go do Flipside. Could be licensing too. There could be other machinations behind that.
I'm agreeing with this. I'm agreeing with this comment.
Maybe that's like. It's not
Maybe
bad.
too.
They just could have done better. But once you got Meek Mill to confirm that, yeah, I'm pulling up to Mania and they're gonna make it a thing. Like, yeah, this is what we really wanted. So maybe it's a bait and switch. Where it's like we've been seeing that you guys want Meek for a year, but we're gonna psych you out with this.
So it's like I wonder, can't wait, can't get Meek now. Why? Why do you say that? You think it's too early to get Meek Mills right now? You think it's
I know why. I know why you're saying that.
why?
Because of the diddler.
No, he's also in the box. Please stop.
But his
He's also in
connection
the
to the
box.
diddler, that's why.
I don't think they knew that.
If
Going
that's the
into
case,
this.
then go get fucking Beanie Siegel, Freeway, get a hologram of Hove, and do what we do. We will gladly turn up to that too.
I think this might be.
We need either Rick Ross or Nelly in 2024.
Well, I think they're making up
Dellin.
for bringing Lil Wayne into the mix too. That's what I think was going on too, because that was I mean, it was random as hell last night, but it was also exciting to know that he's going to be, he's going to basically be at WrestleMania weekend.
I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. I like some of Wayne, a lot of Wayne stuff. Nelly's like, I'm not checking for Nelly in 2024. What's going to do? Hot in
But
here?
I give where, even though the lawsuit is happening, I give Meek full credit out, because what he did for prison reform in Philly and parole violations and all that stuff is something that's the most admirable thing that I've ever seen. It's the shit that people say that they're gonna do when they go into office and they never even touch it, which is they went in, they dived into all this parole stuff that's going on, and they're saying, wait, this person is getting a violation for going up the block and then they're being jailed, which essentially was what's going on with him. Like, as far as even picking up his kids from school, he was getting in trouble with his parole board. So they did a great job with that, because that needed to be handled, because that's like something that was like a 3-decade law in Philly that he basically changed. So I give him credit for that. So if this is his redemption arc for doing work like that, then hell, Triple H, tell him, get him a seat in the box, child. Make sure he in the club seat.
It was absolutely necessary. If you've had anyone that's been in the system like that, they do everything to keep you in the system.
Oh yeah,
especially if you're a person of color like us.
He was on parole for a long time, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. But every state has its own laws, man. Study up.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of Brent Sinclair, so y'all gonna have to educate me. I never got the big hype, because apparently when she got signed, it was like a huge deal. That one leg Adidas shit, I don't get it either. It's given lazy.
I'm okay with that, just because I've been watching some women's college basketball lately, and that's kind of like the thing with like the one-legged with the shorts.
But isn't it like the side of the leg is open with like an
But it's more like
Justin just
like
clarified that she wore it in the Indies. Dylan just confirmed. Okay, all right. Well, but when you come, I give her time. She's gonna change. I liked her outfit that she had on during the women's battle royal. I like that outfit.
I will say at some point she does gotta change the gear, because the gear is uninspiring. Like, you look at Ariana, you look at Jada, you look at some of these other women and their presentation, this kind of gives like Jopper vibes with the gear.
Mm-hmm. Are we watching WWE Speed, Justin?
Hell yeah, man. 3 minutes or less. Quick pumpers. I'll get kicked out. We don't even got a club.
Sir, I had to get, man. I'm about to go backstage and think about it because now I'm about to remove my own damn self. Justin, we have to.
I
You know what?
mean, they
It's
set
my
us up
fault.
with
I
this.
told you.
First
I
off, you
told
call
you
it
first,
speed. Then you tell us the matches are what, 3 minutes maximum.
and then they get a belt for it.
They get a participation, at least you tried belt. It's like, come on, you kind of set us up for the jokes. Don't worry, there's always be the next time. They got stuff for that. They got stuff for that. Maybe it can last 5 minutes. Maybe it can last 10 minutes.
Justin, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
Come on, I'm saying the quiet thing out loud because we all been thinking that once they announced WWE Speed, we're like, for what? And then in the match stuff, it's like, come on, man, you're begging us to roast this.
No,
Shit, that should be
no,
they
thank
should have
you.
they should have a theme song for that. Pump it louder, pump it.
Okay, this is the most blind ref I've ever seen in my entire life. It's the same ref that caused what's the name her match that banned Gigi Dolan from her match, and he literally did not see her hold herself underneath the ropes.
Okay, Ariana, could we stop rubbing the titty though? Like, this is PG.
Listen, she paid that ref.
Hey, I'm just saying, I get Tia and Tamara, but at the same time, it's like, bro, there's kids here. Can we stop, like...
What's the very hell?
Wells Fargo Center.
Yo, shout out to Wells Fargo Center, the most interesting arena on the East Coast, because I hope they have another better cheesecake stand they had the last time I was in there, because I wasn't a fan of this shit. I need Geno's.
The one that I had when I was there in 2018 was pretty solid, although the casino one was better. That was Geno's. But
I think I'm gonna go to the casino and then go to Stand and Deliver, but it's gonna also be 11 o'clock in the morning, so maybe I just hold up the conversation till after Stand and Deliver. Justin, it's gonna be a movie in Stand and Deliver.
Well, damn, I don't know if I'll go for gambling. I'll go for the food.
I want the food.
I may throw 100, but if they still got cheesesteaks in the casino again, yeah, I gotta pull up.
Or you go to Xfinity. No, you know what I want? I do want a Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Well, we're going to, so I plan on going to Xfinity Live after Stand and Deliver because we're gonna have time to kill between that and night one.
Right.
And I've never been to Xfinity Live.
You'll love Xfinity Live. There's a specific place in there that's a beer tap place, but they have good cider. I need that cider again. I need a good. I don't want to drink. You know what it is? It's weird for me. Like,
no, you know what it is? I'm not a big cider person.
I am. I like a good crisp cider. I hate sweet cider. I freaking hate apple. Like, don't come into this chat with Angry Orchard. Angry Orchard is nasty.
Yeah, I'm not a cider. I'm not an IPA. Like some beers, like the brand ones, depending on what they are, I'll get down on.
The African in me grew up on Red Stripe, so you can never get me to like an IPA. Like, it's too bitter. I grew up on Guinness and Red Stripe. So you can never get
Guinness, Jesus Christ. I've had Guinness and I can't believe I drank that at one point.
This Stand Deliver card is looking pretty good.
I'm telling you, like the difference from 2 years ago in Dallas where we were all disinterested to now where it's like, yeah, we're not missing this.
Oh my God.
This is almost like takeover vibes.
And these two are about to come face to face.
No, woo. If you like cider, then salute to you. That's just not my jam. I can't get down with that. But then at the same time, I've been predominantly liquor over beer, and I've kind of started, because we've been on this healthy kick, phasing the other way.
Right.
Especially like Bud Light Lime.
A lot of gluten. Oh, there's one more. Wait.
Especially like a Bud Light Lime where I'm like, you know what? It's light.
All right, so LaRuca, I'm spoiled today. Look at that.
Ooh,
I forgot this match was happening.
That was a clean split. Okay, girl.
I'm getting spoiled today. I like me some Soul Ruka. I'm sorry.
Because you know how hard it is to jump up on the apron. So, so have like a nice, solid, elevated bed. So jump up on the apron, but do it in a split, in a perfect fucking front split. Like, Biggie will be proud.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like
beer is like, you gotta have a taste for that, and it's
You do.
enough years of beer pong. By the way, don't ever challenge me to beer pong when money's on the table. I will ruin your life.
Did you say
I-
you?
No, because here's the thing.
Justin.
Here's the thing. Ever since college, I'm good at beer pong. I'm really good. But you put money on the table, I become fucking Jordan. I get very like, yeah, you're not winning. It's just a matter of how bad do I beat you. Like I've skunked someone off the table badly for like money. But that's how I developed my love for beer.
Beer.
Or my like for beer.
My go-to has always been tequila. I like a good reposado and anejo. So I like. I went to Palm Springs. People were drinking ranch waters with anejo, and I wanted to kill them. I wanted to look at them so I was like, "Why? Why are you downing tequila with water? You should go sit in the corner and think about your actions." But I drink it straight.
Terramana.
Yeah.
This joke is sponsored by Terramana. Terramana Blanco, to be specific.
I like Blanco too. Blanco's good. I like it with meat. I like it with steak. I don't know why. Don't ask me. People think I'm so. You just gave the face that my ex used to give, because I'm crazy. That's why.
I could easily make a meat joke, but tequila with steak is just like
off.
Really?
Like
that's like the oddest couple. That's an odd pairing.
I don't know why. I drink it with everything. To be honest, though. I drink
tequila
it with everything.
And steak. Because a perfectly well cooked steak, I'm not trying to put liquor with that at all.
Well, you eat a well done steak?
No, hell no. Whoever eats a well done steak needs to be arrested immediately. So, I prefer medium, or if they really know how to cook it right, I'll do medium rare. I need it 50-50 or close to it. But some places don't do medium rare correctly, where it's more rare. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, I need it a little cooked. Like, I ain't trying to fucking get stuff in it. But I'm more medium. That's my shit. But I'm not putting tequila with steak. That's never crossed my mind.
Coffee. Oh, wait. I like coffee. I'm a big coffee person. We all love coffee. Are you a dark roast, medium roast?
Oh, me? I'm spoiled. I'm Latino. We grew up on Bustelo.
Oh my god.
But specifically for me, I prefer café con leche, because that way I can drink it straight up with just like 2 things of Splenda and drink it straight up. I don't need creamer. It's already sweet enough. Huh?
What is the thing with Splenda? I never understood the
So it's not sugar, it's like a sugar equivalent, but at the same time, I'm still trying to find a healthier alternative to Splenda, because Splenda is not good for you.
Yeah. Mind you, it's supposed to be a sweetener alternative.
Yeah, so that's why I keep it to like 2 of them. But so Café con Leche Bustelo, I can drink that straight up. I don't need creamer, I don't need none of that. But if I was drinking regular Bustelo, it's like, oh boy. Because that's got some caffeine in that ass. Whoa, hold up a sec. We're back to the family and Dragunov.
The depths of how far you will take things to get a mental edge is it's impressive.
Impressive.
Ilya, you understand where you're sitting right now? What this means for you? What this place is symbolic of?
Tony, last week when your consigliere, Mr. Crucifino, dropped your invites, I was shocked by the location. Sure. But I did my homework. And in your worlds, this is a very scary place.
You're damn right it is. See, this place, this doesn't represent the end of you, Ilya. Not yet. This place, this dinner, represents the end of your title reign.
Tony. Many men have said this before, but no one so far has been able to do it.
Well, I'm not anybody. I'm the Don of NXT. And if you think what I've done up to this point is impressive, this Saturday, I'm going to make it look like child's play.
Like what? You said it yourself. I'm unbreakable. I will give you your respect. You are force in NXT. You are the Dawn. But I am Ilya Dragunov. And nothing will stop me from leaving Stand and Deliver as the NXT champion.
Oh,
You see the faces of these wolves looking at you? You see their eyes? Just ready to pounce. I could have taken you out at any point in the walk in here. Hell, I could do it right now.
oh, he's
got
red.
that
He's
hand.
red because he's squeezing his broken fingers, Dylan. That's why.
I'm gonna do it while the whole world's watching this Saturday.
He also did hold his breath.
Oh man, he's compromised. God damn it.
It's gonna leave Stand and Deliver the NXT champion.
I don't want to see that. I'll actually be bad if that happens.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
It's hard for me to be mad because the same way I felt like Ilya deserved it.
I
is the
like
same
Tony
way
D.
feel
I like what
Tony
they're doing. I
deserves
just think
it.
it's not. He's not ready. Not yet.
Really.
I honestly think Trick's got to be the one to dethrone Dragunov, but this is gonna be prove it time for Tony D. I like what he's doing. It's just I don't want you with that title. I don't want you to be the one to take it off Dragunov. Dragunov beat the fuck out of Gunther and dethroned him, and is the last person to do that.
And then right after that, he went main roster, didn't he?
Yeah, so I don't want Tony D to be that person. I really want it to be Trick, because that way when it happens, it's gonna really mean something, and it's also gonna be a full circle moment for Trick.
But I feel like if they were to do it with say they don't do it, they do it with Tony, and then they would do it with Trick. In my opinion, it would be great for Trick to do it without any interference from Carmelo Hayes, because if they do it now, that's the type of thing that everybody's going to expect, and I don't want anybody expecting that. Trick needs to shine without Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, I think Carmel's coming up after Mania. Well, he's
so?
basically been on SmackDown from time to time. I think it's gonna be full time. He comes up, and there's gonna be a swan song to be put his boy over.
How do we feel about Barry Davenport?
She's solid. She's not my cup of tea.
Oh, fair assessment. She's also.
I'm being honest. You give me Jada Parker, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry.
We all know why the men them like Jada Parker, but
no, but at the same time, like when you watch her actually wrestle,
she's good. She's good.
Yeah,
she's good. I like her attitude.
She's gorgeous with a body. We all know this.
I like her attitude.
A lot of women WWE NXT can say the same thing. What else do you have besides gorgeous with the body? And Jada's got she's got it. She's got swag. Every match she gets better. It's like, there's something really there with Jada.
Yeah, I agree with Nick. She needs time too.
Oh, she's that green.
She's really green. Like her match with her and Kalani Jordan, their pre-show match was really good, but you can tell it was because they had good chemistry, and on a short whim where they were trying to give Kalani Jordan her. Oh, okay. So come on, girl. And on a whim where they were trying.
One I think is like good.
Yeah.
That was my favorite to win the breakout tournament. Was Kalani.
Everybody wanted that girl, but you know what? It at the same time, like I wasn't surprised that it was Lola.
I'm not mad at it. I was just like, you have a story there, and I can see them building towards that story.
Everybody wants drag. Everybody wants.
If he does, the fucking J-gasm I will have in Philly for Dragunov and Gunther Raw the Mania.
J-gasm.
Yes, I'm hashtagging that J-gasm. Because when Jay comes on, we're just. You gotta do the hands. You gotta, oh, you put me on the big screen. Okay, here.
Let's see. I don't think Tony D is ready.
We're gonna get that hashtag over, but in a respectful way, because we don't want to smoke with Jade. Jade can legitimately fuck someone up And I also
Oh
don't
yeah.
want no smoke with her fucking MLB husband. Like, nah.
Nope. No, thank you. Let's see. Now
The
that
jokes are
don't
all
even.
in taste. For
Yes.
those in the chat there who are not used to me on here.
What do you think of Soroko? She's very athletic, but I need somebody to match her athleticism.
Is it weird that it's giving me like it's not in a bad way. This is actually like a fair comparison and actually a good one if you're gonna take it that way. Like low budget Charlotte. Body presentation athleticism. No, it's
Surfer
not
girl
bad.
Charlotte.
No, it's not
Surfer
bad.
girl,
That's actually
surfer
like
girl
good.
Charlotte. Surfer girl Charlotte, I would
There it
say.
is. That.
Yeah.
The look, the athleticism. But think like not Charlotte now. Think of Charlotte in NXT. But when she was developing, that same similar wavelength. So when you get to Charlotte and Natty, that's where I'm thinking her Soul Ruka's trajectory can be.
Right.
But that specific Charlotte. Don't take main roster Charlotte. Soul ain't ready for that, and that's the really unfair comparison.
People agreeing with you, Justin.
On what, the J-gasm?
Yeah, that or the comment you made about the other comment you just made. I would put Jadegasm. I'm not putting it in the box. I'm sorry. Jada has attitude, skill, and she's not anyone. She's first her in. She has an aura about her. Yeah, she does. She pulls. She
gives
pulls good
Sasha
energy.
vibes. She gives Sasha
I don't
vibes.
even think
Sasha
she
was
gives
the
that.
same where.
I don't even think she gave that. I think she
well,
gave.
because Sasha stood out above the bunch.
When
Sasha turned it on, it was like, oh shit, you have my full attention. But it was not just for looks and anything else. It's like, nah, the wrestling and everything, the total package. Sasha got the attention, and that's what Jada's starting to do.
She gave, she's what people were hoping B-Fab would be. And let me explain to you why. Because that level of attitude that B-Fab had when B-Fab used to cut promos, which I thoroughly liked B-Fab cutting promos. Like her energy was needed when it came to Hit Row. Now, you put Jada Parker in scripts and you don't even need scripts to help Jada Parker. That's what I wanted for B-Fab. I wanted B-Fab to not need Hit Row in order to be successful. I'm hoping that somewhere down the line, now she's actually from what I understand about B-Fab, she's actually somebody that wants to learn more about the business. And she's been tagging it up. She's been training with Natty. She's actually pushing herself because I need there to be a time with B-Fab where B-Fab does not need the Street Profits or to be with Bobby Lashley in order to be successful. So that's my take on that. That's why I root for Jada Parker the way I root for her, because she can be in a faction but be on her own, and that's what you expect from a woman. Just like Razzo right now, she's wrestled, she's very good, she's green too, but it needs to also be a time where she needs to be without the family. That makes any sense?
No, it does. And you make a great point, because right now Jada has people's attention. It's what you do now that you have everyone's attention.
It's really that, because you want these women, and factions are great. They build the mold, they bring attention, but you're only as good as you are in a faction than you are by yourself. If you cannot be attractive by yourself,
that's a problem.
That's a problem. And I feel like with B-Fab, I feel like with her, I root for her the same way, because it's not her fault. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that was a spot.
Jeez. It's not her fault. Okay, she bounced back though. It's not her fault that Swerve got released and people weren't really into AJ, into Dollar, and they tried when they brought them back. It was more about like bringing another faction in when they didn't have that many factions on the main roster. None of that is her fault. Just like none of it is her fault.
Oh no,
However,
she be working her ass off in the dungeon. I'll be watching Dungeon 2.0
However,
clips.
You want to put her in another faction, that's fine, but make the faction work it. Make it so that we know that she's basically going to be somebody you see in your future, whether you want to put her in a tag or whether you want her to go after the championship. Because, like I said, her promo work is good. Like that rap and stuff. Have that attitude. Shit, fight Jay if you want to, but just know that you being a faction has to benefit in one way and one, not just throwing somebody in the mix because, oh, we have 3 dudes and we need a chick. We have 2 dudes and you need a chick. We have a guy who's mildly attractive and we need a hot person next to him in order to be more attractive. It has to be more because that's
I ain't
the
gonna lie
standard
though, I do
that's
like her
created.
with Lashley and the Profits than I do in Hit Row.
Exactly. But I can see that benefiting her more in the future than I did with Hit Row. My only hope with that was like I like her. I liked her attitude. I like what she was serving. She was serving at the same time with Jesus.
Oh, Saul, I didn't know you had that DDT in you.
Come on, girl. Jesus
God
Christ.
damn, that was beautiful.
I like her finisher.
I mean, Blair, really?
No, Blair. I'm tired of. I'm trying to see.
But yeah, it's not shots at Hit Row because I like Hit Row when they had them. It's just more of there's levels to this. Bobby Lashley is fucking done damn near everything except what main event of WrestleMania. Everyone loves the Profits and respects the Profits. There's just it's different. I just don't like the Final Testament shit.
Here come. Wait, is she about to do it? Ooh. Okay, I see what y'all were talking about. The fact that she kicked out of. I think I'm behind. I think that's what's
Someone
happening here.
cue up Terrence Howard because it's time to whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Yo, I'm so proud of him for the growth in a year.
Oh, for Trick Williams?
Hell yeah. We were really like, bro, this is Melo's time. Do we really need Trick Williams with him? And a year later,
Listen,
we're like, bro, this is Trick's world. We're just living in it.
You know who she needs? Okay, so real quick before we get into the Trick Williams,
Go ahead.
before we get into it, you know who she needs to like really partner up with and be really good with? I need her with somebody that's high flying. Like I feel like if her and Tiffany Strat were to have a go, that would be a clean ass match. I feel like if her and who's also very flippy and athletic on the main roster, if her
Zelina can do it. Candice
yes,
can do
Linda
it.
can do it. What's that young lady's name? Katana, when they finally split them the hell apart, because I don't know what's going on with that either. I feel like if that were
Katana
to happen,
could, but it's more like, I don't know if people are going to get interested because Kaden Katana is like, it's cool, but unless they hit like their finisher, it's kind of like, eh.
fair
Ooh,
enough.
Zoe Stark would be interesting.
Oh yeah, somebody who's not afraid to fly. It need to be somebody that ain't afraid to fly.
Tiffany's a really good one.
That's why that was my first choice.
I think that's the only one. That's the only true one because everyone else, Zelina's a good one, but like a lot of the women on the main roster are more ground and pound, or more. How did we forget the genius of the fucking Sky?
How dare we? How dare we?
Apologize. I know I still want Yamala to win this damn title, but how dare we forget the genius of the Sky? Put some goddamn respect on Io Shirai's name, who's been doing it for decades in all types of matches, including hardcore matches with fucking dudes. Yes.
Yo,
Shout out to
I
Lucha
remember.
Underground.
Yes, I miss Lucha. Oh my god, I miss her in Lucha Underground so freaking bad. I miss her real bad. Shout out to her, man. Even if she win or lose,
It's sad. I've watched more Lucha Underground than I have NXT UK.
Listen, we're gonna
Lucha
stop
Underground is my
disrespecting.
shit. I was like, bro, you get to have these type of matches, and it don't matter if it's man or woman. This is wow.
Leave them underground. Leave it alone.
Hey, I will always give flowers for Prince Puma versus Rey Mysterio. That's one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Justin, what do you think of my mask?
Oh, the mask behind you? You know what I'm about to say. Hold on a second, let me.
Say it.
Encarnacion! Encarnacion! Du-du-du-du-du. Encarnacion.
Why would you? Why, child?
Because every time I see the mask, I think Nacho Libre, Jack Black. Entertaining ass wrestling movie. If you've never seen Nacho Libre, change that. You'll have fun. It's much better than Ready to Rumble. It's a great time.
Shout out to the fan club because we definitely talked about wrestling movies when the when the Iron Claw was coming out, and Nacho Libre was very.
It's a highly recommend. It's fun. It's fun. It's comedy. It's fun. It's got kids in it. Jack Black just doing just PG-13 type stuff, but they go into the lucha culture, which is really dope. I know
So
she did
funny
Lucha versus.
story
Oh
about this
yeah,
match.
woo! Pull up
Funny
Lucha
about this.
Underground. You won't be
Yes, look up
disappointed.
Lucha Underground. And so shout out to the person who got me this mask. Went to it's and we're gonna talk about it more because my birthday coming up. But first of all, I'm gonna drop that Cash App during the live stream so my birthday can be
Liddy.
celebrated properly. But I saw that mask in the window of a very amazing restaurant here in New Jersey. And I was like, oh, it looks so cool. So the person I went with got me the mask. And I was like, I'm wearing this weekend. Might see me walk around WWE World with this mask on. Just saying.
Introducing La Boneta.
La Bonnet, I'm dead. I'm keeping it. Oh, you gotta pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. This chat has been really good.
I feel like there's a specific match with her and was it Pentagon or Pentagon
Peace
Jr.?
to the chat. Peace to the chat for the
Salute
fam
to you,
in the
fam.
building. Thank you guys for my amazing watch and deliver gear. Bless y'all. So happy. Couldn't come at the best time because your girl has literally only one chalkline shirt and a jacket. Y'all are clutch. I can't wait. Shout out to them. Always supporting the family. Love y'all to death. Can't wait to see y'all this weekend.
Hey, yo.
We are cool with fighting for my family. Oh, yo. Wait, what the heck is he doing? Yo, you can't. I can't get with him. Like, I can't. But you know what? It's an old. I like that he gets to do his CZW stuff in WWE. Let him do it. Let him keep going. Because if it's working for him, it's working for him. I don't know. This whole thing is bigger than like a boxing match meetup at this point. Like for it to take over this weekend and for somebody like Randy Orton to call it the biggest main event pre-show of WrestleMania weekend. He basically called it the best pre-show of WrestleMania weekend. To the point where there is no pre-show. It's just stand deliver. Which is what should be happening.
I'm trying to think. What's the last time NXT had a major main event angle? And I think it's TakeOver New York. Cole and Gargano 2 out of 3 falls.
Right.
But I think it's more the match, and especially that third fucking bro. To be there live for that third fall when Barclays was beyond unglued. But I don't know if the bill was as good as this.
For them to literally have a full-on ESPN preview documentary about the both of them, it's a huge fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal.
It's giving Sasha and Bailey vibes.
Because and this is how you want to wrap up the 2.0 era. Like you literally, these two have been. He's wearing a chalkline WrestleMania jacket. Oh, it's about to be sold out.
It's giving Sasha and Bailey vibes, but even with Sasha and Bailey, it was after the fact. It was after it was the Iron Man match, and then after when they were both on the main roster, and we went back because everyone was like, "We go back and watch this match."
Mm-hmm.
This may be the biggest build to an NXT main event. Period.
Because you've had friend versus friend turn foe rivalries before, but this is something different.
Gargano Ciampa is close, but I don't know if anyone was over like Trick is.
Shout out to Chalkline. That jacket looked clean in person. I thought it was I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty like meh, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's a nice jacket. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that deserves flowers.
It does. They gave them I'm telling you, if you watch Prime Target with them, it is a ESPN preview type shit. Like, imagine if you were to watch, it's like watching a Mahomes behind the scenes and anybody else that's the best in the NFL. That was the vibe that it gave. Oh my God, I wish the fans sometimes would shut up.
Dylan, to answer your question real quick, no. Keep her in NXT. Let her keep GMing NXT. Keep her far away from the bloodline. No.
Bonnet! Shout out to Queen Krista B in the chat. Just in time to watch our boys. Oh my God, y'all shut up. I can't deal. I'm sorry. I had to move it down because I'm just like, why are y'all talking over them?
Because
it's just
they're
so annoying.
Invested.
I mean, Carmelo Hayes, what I give Carmelo Hayes like credit for is that he really is going into being a heel. Like, really invested in being a heel.
He's really showing he's Timothy. It's not just hyperbole. It's not just because we like him. It's like, nah, I got the full range. And it helps that he has Shawn Michaels there to fucking teach him about, oh, I know a thing or two about going heel. I've done it to my best friends.
He snaked and grassed his friends.
When the hero gets to tell the story, Trick. Let me put this into perspective for everybody here. Imagine these championships were like our girlfriends, right? I lost the NXT title. You lost the North American title. And you said you were going to get your North American title back. We agreed on that. But you went behind my back and tried to take my girl the NXT championship, knowing damn well I was trying to get her back. Is that what brothers do, Trick? Make that make sense, Trick?
He kind of got a
point. Was made.
The look of shock on my face when you got entered into that #1 contendership match, you know what that look really was? That was a look of me realizing that at the drop of a beat, you went from my brother to my enemy.
So this is wait.
Tell your story, that's cool. But we both know that's not how it went down. I started to blow up. You knew it. I knew it. I came to you. I asked you. I saw you face to face and said, I want to take a chance on myself. And you said, yes, you said you was happy for me. Matter of fact, you even said you did the same thing in your career to get your career jumping. And you gonna come here and pull this with me?
I did say that, Chip. I said that and I meant that. Okay? I was paving a way for you the whole time. But you, man, you wanted to believe all the hype. You started listening to all these people telling that you were ready for a position that wasn't open to you yet, Trick.
Because like, I'm on the couch.
The whole time that position was mine, and it's still mine, Trick. It doesn't matter if I have a championship or if I don't. At the end of the day, you always gonna take a back seat to me. Everybody here knows it, and I need you to know it right this moment.
Nah, dog. My days of taking a back seat are long gone.
Yep.
I drive the car, bitch.
Oh, Trick, man. You used to be so humble. What happened to you? Look, I get it. No, I get it. You've been hot for 6 months. Congratulations. Wow, you did it. I've been hot for 3 years.
Let's talk about it. And I'm
going to break it to you like this, Trick. Really listen to me here. They love you when you shining. They love you on the rise. But when it's the next guy's turn, they're going to switch on you like Nintendo. Quote that.
I will.
Oh, it's making sense now. This is what the whole thing's been about. This is what you mad about. Melo, I know you more than anybody else knows you, dog. And you envious of me. You envious because the people love Trick Willie now, and it's written all over your face.
It could be so simple. Envious of what, Trick? You think I care what these people think?
Yeah.
At Stand and Deliver, these people ain't gonna be in the ring with you. I am. These people ain't gonna be there to help you. You gonna be standing across the ring from me, and you gonna learn the hard way. The truth is why I've been on top for so long, why I've been the man for so long, why they call me him, and why it is that when I shoot, I don't miss.
Nah, dog, you already learned the hard way. You already had to learn that I'm going to be the one to knock you off the hill. You already learned that I'm the man here at NXT. If you ain't learned by now, you're going to learn by Saturday in Philly at Stand and Deliver. Everybody's going to be chanting, whoop that Trick. And then I'm going to whoop that ass.
Oh, hey, what the security guard do to you? You got to punch the security guard. Come on now. Just doing his job. Oh, it's popping off now, though.
Maybe he smelled funny. Back up off me. Bah! I seen that Seth Rollins segment. Back up off me. Give me 3 feet.
First of all, about that segment, the man them paid $400 to sit in that seat. You come close to me, I'm all up in your pores. I'm sorry. Up
Like
and here
this?
comes the locker room. Here comes the locker room, as if the locker room makes a difference. That's why all the niggas coming outside. All right, no wait, there's Hank can take man on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, everybody helping them come apart.
Well, you know why. You know why the minorities are coming out. Because, like, yo, we seen this shit escalate. No, thank you.
Ooh, I don't know, man. This Stand Delivers one for the books. They had the whole that Bakasha just put it. The segment is good. This is good. I'm so glad everybody loved it. This is gonna be one for the books.
This feels like a takeover. They've restored the vibes.
Winner. That's exactly what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like.
Which is very fitting because the last time I felt like this was TakeOver Philly going into that Gargano Andrade main event, Aleister Cole, Adam Cole hardcore match. It's like, and the rest of that card was really solid. And then leaving that venue after that main event was just like, holy shit. And this feels just like that going into that, where it's like a nuclear fire main event, a very good title match. Even the undercard is very, very solid.
This is and it's not a thrown together card of wrestlers who are just literally just the best on the roster. It's been storyline brewing. Be on the lookout for Watch What Happens NXT via Instagram, because the surprise I told y'all I had, we are doing a full-blown day-to-day analysis of how did we get here. And we're not just doing how did we get here. We're doing clips, we're doing quotes. We're going to get more quotes from some people that you've seen on the show, that you haven't seen on the show yet, about what Stand Deliver is. I'm so excited. It's something that I've taken some clips and thrown it together, and I just want y'all to be up to speed before you watch Stand Deliver real quick. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us, live watching with us. I'm packed and ready to go, Justin. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
Oh, I'm been ready. All I just need is Thursday afternoon to hit. Right around noon. Phew.
This is my first Stand Deliver, and then this is my first NXT live PLE since Brooklyn #1.
So
sorry, Brooklyn #2, because I watched.
This is my first Stand and Deliver. This is my third NXT. Like, if I'm including takeovers, especially Mania weekend, then this will be my third.
Got it. Looking forward to for the whole weekend. This build, this is one for the books, and I'm excited. I want to give a big shout out to those wrestling girls, Queen PR, Carissa B. Thank y'all so much for giving me this platform for powering this show. So much happening after Stand and Deliver. So much happening with me personally. Can't wait to just keep hanging out with you beautiful people in the chat. If you are new here, I want to thank you for sticking out with us. I hope you come back. If you came in with your negativity, you banned, so I'm not even worried about you. But I literally want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us. Justin, you want to plug real quick? Go ahead, honey, because I know you busy. You just as busy as I am. So any plugs, anything you want to say, anything inappropriate you want to bring up again, you do that.
Now we're gonna keep it chill. So you can find me on all social media platforms at It's Justin Ritch. You can find me Wednesday nights live on Those Wrestling Girls Twitch channel from 7 to 9 p.m. for TWG Fan Club. Myself, this amazing person right here, well, right there, Sandal B, Queen PR, Brian H. Waters, where we just kick it, chat all the fun shit that the fan club wants to discuss. You can catch me Tuesday nights, Twitter Spaces, around 6:35 p.m. for Turnbuckle Talk, aka The Buckle. Myself, Mimi, and Corey will talk all things wrestling. You can catch me from time to time on True Heel Sports and True Heel Heat Wrestling. Both of those channels are located on YouTube, where we talk sports, wrestling, and all that fun stuff. Your boy was just on there recently, just doing WrestleMania watch-alongs. We let the wheel decide what match we will watch, and we were watching a lot of old WrestleMania matches, past and present, to get us ready for this fantastic weekend we're about to have. We here, we outside, we active. If you're going to Philly, safe travels. Hope to see you guys there. Wear deodorant. Don't be musty.
Remember what I said, scented lotion over wet skin. Take my advice, trust me. And when I'm not here every Tuesday with Watch What Happens NXT, you can follow Watch What Happens NXT for any updates on Instagram. That is Watch What Happens NXT, not next. Get rid of the E. You can also find me here every Wednesday with Queen PR, those wrestling girls, Mr. Brian H. Waters, Mr. Hot Brian Hollywood Waters, and this beautiful human being. See, I did the same thing, child. I'm sorry. This beautiful human being next to me is Justin Ritch, the 3 best friends that anybody can have every Wednesday for fan club. No fan club tomorrow. We are busy. We are outside. But do follow those wrestling girls. Follow me. Follow Justin. Follow everybody that's on this space. We are going to be dropping some live stuff. Might do a couple of reels. Might do a couple of TikToks here and there. Just follow us all on our streaming platforms. I'm Relive on TikTok. I'm Reload.relive on Instagram. I'm Reload via film on Twitter. Don't be afraid to give a like and a hi. If you're out there in Philly, yeah, please be safe. Be hydrated. If you love to take naps, take a nap. It's going to be a long day. If you like you some cheesesteak, Gino's is amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait for all this. I can't wait for all the content. I can't wait to see my friends. It's going to be a good time. So with that being said, Justin, welcome. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you. Enjoy your drinkity drink. And with that, we're out of here. So the person that's going to take us out of here, of course, we're going to go back to this clip because this is my favorite clip of you, is this one. So let's take us out. Peace to the chat. Love you guys. Enjoy WrestleMania weekend. Bye. Who can follow in those footsteps? And can it make and break both of these teams?
I think Baron Corbin and Braun are going to take it, and it's going to cause even more tension amongst Mello and Trick.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. That's how I see it.
I love that, but I think I'm going to go with the reverse.
Oh.
I think they win it. I think Trick and Mello gang win, and then the greed starts to creep in, and then there's this thing. Well, this should be enough. We tag team. We got this. And so that's why I'm gonna go with Trick and Mello gang tonight.
All right.
You see me dancing over here. We dancing and vibing. Yeah. Why? Because we got Trick Williams theme song stuck in my head. Shout out to Josiah Williams, Wrestle and Flow, who dropped verses on Trick Williams theme song.
I need that as a ringtone.
You think I'm really about to pick a team named the Wolf Dogs when the guy came up with that name?